After the crochet hook leaves the loop, if you want to restart crocheting, then insert the crochet hook back into the loop again. Then tighten the yarn. Tighten the yarn to a certain extent. Then the right hand leaves the left hand. After the loop leaves the hand, if you need to rewind the yarn, it's still the right hand holding the work. First, loop around the pinky finger. Then pull the yarn through the palm. Then loop around from behind the index finger to the front. Then bend the pinky finger. Pull the yarn. To prevent the yarn from sliding freely. Then if the yarn is too loose, you can wrap around the index finger again. Hold the piece with the middle finger and thumb. Now the first single crochet is done. According to the pattern, in the first round, we need to crochet 6 single crochets. Next, we need to crochet the second single crochet. Just finish the first single crochet, and I'll demonstrate it again. First, the right hand's index finger holds the loop. Control the tension of the loop. So that both crochet hooks can be inserted at the same time. Control the tension of each loop to keep it consistent, so the pattern crocheted will look more even. Each stitch will be more even. It will look good after crocheting. First, control the loop to a certain length. The right hand's index finger presses the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook back into this loop. Right here. First, the left hand's middle finger and thumb press the loop. This yarn end should also be pressed. At this crossing point, then the right hand controls the hook inserting into the loop. After inserting into the loop, the yarn and the hook need to be brought closer to each other. Then at this moment, the hook and the yarn have hooked together. Pull the hook backwards with the right hand. Pull the hook out of the loop. At this point, there are again 2 loops on the hook. Pull these 2 loops to the same height. That is, within 1 loop, it should be at a height where 2 hooks can be inserted simultaneously. Next, the right hand's index finger controls both loops. Then bring the hook close to the yarn, again. Make the hook catch the yarn. Then pull the yarn out of both loops at the same time. Alright, now the crocheting of 2 single crochets is completed. Now let's look at the piece vertically. 2 V shapes have formed. Here you can see 1, 2. Alright, now the crocheting of 2 single crochets is completed. Next, I'll crochet the 3rd single crochet. Again, the right hand's index finger holds the loop. Pull the loop to a certain length. Insert the hook into the loop. After inserting into the loop, bring the hook close to the yarn. Bring the yarn onto the hook. Then turn the hook towards ourselves. Pull the hook. Pull the hook backwards to pull the yarn out of the loop. Then at this moment, the direction of the hook changes from vertical to parallel, then pull the loop to a height. Where two hooks can be inserted. That's it. Then the index finger controls both loops. Then bring the yarn close to the hook, again. You can control the position of the yarn with the index finger of the left hand to control the position of this yarn. Then bring the yarn close to the hook, again. Then pull the hook out of the loop. Now 3 single crochets have been completed. Set shapes. Each V corresponds to a single crochet. Now there are 3 V shapes. That means 3 single crochets have been completed. Okay, now I've completed crocheting 3 single crochets. Next, I'll crochet the 4th single crochet. Alright, watch me demonstrate. Now 4 single crochets have been completed. When crocheting the 4th single crochet, the loop is gradually loosening. To hold the loop more conveniently, you can appropriately pull the yarn end. Hold this piece with 2 fingers. Next, start crocheting the 5th single crochet. 5 single crochets have been completed. Next, the 6th single crochet needs to be crocheted. Now let's take a look. This is the first stitch. We put a marker here. That is the first V. This is the second V. The third, fourth, fifth. After the fifth V, here is the sixth V. Now a total of 6 V shapes have been formed. That is to say, 6 single crochets have been completed. Take a look. After 6 single crochets have been completed, the required number of stitches for the first round has been completed. At this point, the loop needs to be tightened because it's a circular shape. Now it's not yet a perfect circle, even though 6 single crochets have been completed. So here, by tightening the loop, it will soon become a perfect circle. After the first round of 6 single crochets, it's time to finish this round. To make this round perfectly circular, the last stitch needs to be connected with the first stitch. This will close this loop. The connecting method involves using a slip stitch. You need to make a slip stitch at the end of each subsequent round. To finish off each round. Now let me demonstrate how to crochet a slip stitch. Now the final stitch has been completed. Then tighten the loop to make it into a small circle. Begin the slip stitch. First, raise the hook to a certain height. Not too high or too low. Ensure that the loop can be inserted at the height of 2 crochet hooks. That's it. Bring this loop to the middle of the hook. Hold this loop with the index finger of the right hand. Then insert the hook into the first stitch. Insert the hook here. As you insert, Do not remove the stitch marker yet. First, know where to insert. Insert the hook directly from the front to the back. Where the stitch marker is located. Completely through. After passing through an entire V shape. After passing through, move the loop to the middle of the hook. Then bring the yarn again. Bring the yarn to the top of the hook. Pull through from this first stitch. After pulling through, there are 2 loops on the hook, again. Please note, when hooking the slip stitch, you don't need to yarn over the hook. Instead, pull the second loop directly from the first loop. Just pull it directly. The slip stitch is hooked like this. This way, the first and last stitches are connected. Now let me remove the stitch marker to show you. Now the last stitch is connected to the first stitch. This is the slip stitch. Okay, the first round of crochet is now complete.